Hey Tigers, you know what day it is. It is Pay It Forward Friday. Brittany Bryson here again with Student Health and Counseling Services to talk with you about today's topic, which is listening skills. Now, we'll get into that in just a minute, but I just wanted to touch base with everyone. Just do maybe a little pep talk. Things have changed. Everything looks different. Sometimes that means we're scared and our anxiety increases. Sometimes that means we don't have the same resources we did before and we don't know what's going to happen next. I want to reiterate your ability to persevere and be resilient. Even if being resilient isn't an option, or if it seems like it's no longer an option, if things are just too different too fast, I want you to know there's a part of you that I know, I believe in, and I trust can still do this. And that doesn't mean do it by yourself either. Reach out, whether it's to someone on campus, offices or professors that you need, the counseling center, anything that could be of service or help to your friends, your family, reach out. You do not have to do this alone. We may be apart from each other, but we are not independent of one another at all. We definitely need each other during these times, but I want to affirm and let you know that you got this. We got a couple more weeks left of the semester to get through this, and we'll continue to plan and move forward for the fall or the summer. We'll get there when we'll get there. Right now, we're getting towards the end and we're almost there. Keep going. You got this. So let's get into these 5 tips to improve your listening skills. So listening is important. It's different from hearing. Hearing is just sort of passively, okay, I hear something, I know that's some noise. Listening is taking time to tune in and really understand what a person is saying and paying close attention to what's going on in a conversation. So the first thing about listening skills is body language. When you think of listening to someone, we also think of how you're positioned to listen to them. Now, nowadays, we're not always in front of each other. Sometimes we're even using a phone, a device, or something of that nature. So even still with your device, body language I think is still important too as well. Especially if we're FaceTiming. Maybe we're doing more videos recently. Maybe it's a habit to just do a video and set your device down or just sort of walk away and still go about your day. So listening would really take taking your body and actually paying attention to the person talking to. So having your full mass of your body facing that person or in the direction of the person speaking, making eye contact, making sure that your middle section is pointed to that person. Sometimes folks say you'll know where you're paying attention to if your belly button is pointed in that direction. For example, if I'm pointed this way and I'm over here talking to you, it sort of seems like some sort of side conversation I'm doing and I'm not giving you my full attention. So being mindful of your body language and what your body is doing while you're talking to someone else too. So number 2 for our listening skill is going to be paying attention and having a relaxed awareness. So paying attention with a relaxed awareness. So not just, as we said in number 1, your body language, but what's your energy like when you listen to someone? Having a relaxed awareness means you are mindful of what the person is saying, the energy and the temperature of the conversation, but also having a calm approach to that as well. So having a relaxed awareness sort of goes along with, if you ever heard the saying, we listen to understand instead of listening to reply. So having a relaxed awareness allows you to listen to understand. When we listen in order to reply, sometimes there's more anxiety there's more anticipation, like, oh, I need to say this, or I need to say this. When we listen with a relaxed awareness, we're able to be more attentive, more understanding, and more really open-minded to what the person has to say. So paying attention to not just, and we'll get into this later, not just the verbal, but the nonverbal pieces too. Number 3. So number 3 for our listening skills is going to be wait and ask for clarifying questions. So waiting, taking a breath, and making sure you're understanding what the person is saying. Remember, as a listener, we're taking in sometimes maybe even a lot of information. Some of it maybe we don't understand. Even if we want to understand, maybe we just don't, or we just don't naturally get what that person is saying. Maybe we're confused. That's okay. Ask clarifying questions. So clarifying questions are going to get to the bottom of what this person is really thinking or feeling, and also to help you better connect with that person. Clarifying questions could be, excuse me, what does that mean to you? Or let me make sure I understand this correctly. Sometimes clarifying can just be you restating what you just heard to make sure you got the point. So whether it's saying it in your own words and then asking to clarify, is this right? Is this correct? This is what I'm hearing. Help me make sure I understand. Again, we want to make sure we have clarity when we listen and that we understand where that person is coming from. Number 4, we're talking about feeling what the speaker is feeling. This is where we sort of access our empathy, our ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and really get into the feeling, the emotions of what that person is trying to communicate. Now, often, if we're using our listening skills, we're not always picking up of every emotion if the person is not saying exactly what they feel. So we have to look at maybe the emphasis behind what they're saying. Again, going back to the energy they're saying, they're not even just your body language, their body language as they're talking, and really picking up on what they feel. Is it sadness? Is it hope? Is it compassion? Is it frustration? What are the emotions behind the words that they're saying, so we can make, again, a deeper connection between our speaker and, as a listener, be able to process and understand and maybe even offer solution or help or even just connection for that person. Sometimes just your presence and your ability to listen is such a gift, and that being able to do that well can make such an impression on someone and be really a bright spot for their day. Finally, number 5 are our non-verbal cues. So we started off with number 1 being about your own body language. So the non-verbal cues are about your speaker's body language. What is their body doing while they're talking to you? Or are they facing you? Are they sort of timid? Are they sort of wrapped up in themselves as they try to talk? Do they look uncomfortable? Are they comfortable talking to you? And if they sort of don't, if maybe their words don't match their body, sort of asking them, it's like, hey, I noticed you're doing this. Are you okay? It's like, are you feeling comfortable? Are you okay talking about this right now? Just again, checking on them to make sure that they understand that you know that, hey, you're paying attention, you're listening, and you're aware of the things they are saying and that they're doing. Communication is so much more than the words we say. It's everything that we present and project. It's the way we look, the way we looking at you, the way we're talking, the way our body is doing, what our mind is doing in the back of our head when we're talking. Sometimes they're doing 2 separate things at the same time. And we want to be aware of how all these things come together. And as a listener, your ability to be present and available for someone could mean everything to them, especially in these sort of times when maybe we just need someone to listen how frustrating our day was, or how sick of being in the house we are, or how frustrating or scared we are because of health. And those things can be really trying and scary, sometimes even on regular days. And it's just even more emphasized and in the face of everyone right now. So being a good listener can be a really big help. Even that's all we have to give. Listening is a gift. Being present is a gift. Your presence is a gift. Be mindful when you give it. And I'm sure there's someone there that's going to be grateful for it. Those are our 5 listening tips for today for Pay It Forward Friday. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day and a great start to your weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, practice social distancing, and make sure you reach out to us if you need anything, memphis.edu/counseling, and we'll be here ready to help.